Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here, Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. Tonight, I just want to recap the game today between the New Orleans Saints and the hated Atlanta Falcons. Unfortunately, the Saints lost today by a score of 27-25 on the last minute of the game by Matt Ryan. Lobbed the bomb downfield to Cordell Patterson. Paulson Diva couldn't deflect it. Cordell Patterson came down with it. Um, got the team in a field goal range. They kicked the field goal and won the game. Now, if you listen to my preview video of this game, I said that the whole Cordell Patterson experiment, what they're doing over there with him, that has to be eliminated. They cannot allow Cordell Patterson to have his way in this game. And guess what happened? They did. They did, man. They let this guy be an impact player in this football game. I mean, the loss sucks for the Saints. You played an Atlanta team that didn't have Calvin Ridley on it. That's like, I think outside of Kyle Pitts and Cordell Patterson, that's like their main weapon. Out of all three of them, out of the three, you let this guy do what he want in this game, make big plays, be a weapon for them, and it hurt the Saints in this football game. Trevor Siemian didn't have a play solid today. Didn't do too bad at all, in my opinion. I believe he should be the starter going forward. I think they're gonna roll with him next week against the Tennessee Titans. But he had a solid game today. I think he drove for 245 yards, 2 touchdown passes, managed the game well. Conducted the offense smoothly. However, wide receivers, again, could not catch passes. It's been a problem throughout the season with this football team. But yesterday was the worst. There was a lot of drops in this game by wide receivers, by all the Saints wide receivers. I think even Calvin Kamara dropped a few passes as well. But it was just a bad night, a bad day for wide receivers, man. These guys got to separate themselves from these defenders and catch passes. But I want something else I want to point out from that not people wasn't talking about in this game. AJ Terrell had a big game. For Atlanta, he had a big game. That guy's going to be a top level corner in this league soon. He was all over our Saints wide receivers. Wherever Callaway went, he was there. Wherever Harris went, he was there as well, along with Traquan Smith. He was just all over the place making plays. But the Saints, despite that, the Saints still have opportunities to make plays. The wide receivers have opportunities to get plays in this football game. So lose the game is unfortunate, but I will say this: I still think this team is a playoff football team. It's a playoff team. This team is good. It has potential, man. You saw it. I saw it today again. You were down 24-6 to the Atlanta Falcons, and you almost came back and beat them within minutes. You had control of that game for a few minutes. You took control of that game, but you couldn't capitalize in the end. Your defense fell apart. I don't know what it is with this team, man. It's like we get up, the Saints get up to play some of the league's best teams. But when they play teams that you're supposed to beat, we fall, you struggle. You did it against the Giants. You did it against the Carolina Panthers, who is in a free fall right now. I think they're gonna be out of the playoff picture real soon. But you lost to them, and now you lose to the Tennessee Titans. Not Tennessee Titans. Think about next week. You lose to the Atlanta Falcons, your hated rival. But we got to get it together, man. And the good thing about it is, I would say good and bad about it, but I think a positive can be taken away from this is that the Saints still the sixth seed. They didn't drop or they didn't move up in the playoff proceedings. They had a chance to take control of the NFC South today. That fell through. But the Rams lost today. Dallas lost today. Green Bay lost today. So that's a positive right there. The Saints still in a good position to separate themselves from these other, I would say, bubble teams that are trying to fight for a wild card spot. You got Carolina, they lost today. Minnesota, who I thought was gonna had a chance to creep up and get into the playoffs, they lost today as well after falling to Baltimore at the last minute. But there's still a lot of football left to be played, man. The Saints can be a competitive team. They can be a competitive team, man. They haven't been, I want to say, a lot of these games they played this year, they haven't been blown out. None of them. None of these games been the losses they had, they haven't been blown out. Even that Carolina game, even given the circumstances at the time, missing the coaches, and players being out, they fought hard in that game and kept it. Try to keep it close at the beginning, in the fourth quarter, but try to come back in that game, but it didn't couldn't get it done. But I still think this team could make some noise, man. It's, all home shades aside, man. All my bias and all that. I just think this team could be a good football team. I still believe it. I don't try not to take things so personal when they lose. I know a lot of people online and the radio stations and bloggers and all that stuff. They overanalyze when the Saints lose, man, and they talk about it for like 3-4 days till they move on to the next game. But for me, this is the only time I'm going to talk about it. Moving on to the Tennessee Titans, who's the next opponent. But today, the Saints just got to play better, man. The offense has to play better, and the defense, man. The defense has to play pretty much lights out for them to have a chance, man. And you see how it is when you can't force any turnovers. When you can't, if the Saints could have forced some turnovers in this game, they probably could have came back and won it and beat Atlanta. But he had a rookie out there. You picked on Parcel of Debo again. I don't know why the guy Bradley Robles wasn't out there. So to break up that pass, but it is what it is, man. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at this stuff, So, well, man, we'll be all right, man. I still think the Saints gonna shake it off, man. The defense gonna get better, man. Gonna play better next week against Tennessee. I watched the Titans game against the Rams, and they won tonight. They won basically due to forcing some turnovers for the Matthew Stafford, and they were able to capitalize on it. But I think the Saints could beat them. I think they can. It doesn't. They don't have Derrick Henry. But the defense is playing better. But I think the Saints could have a chance next week against Tennessee. So we just gotta wait and be patient. Let just move on from this loss and get ready for the next game. It is what it is. It happens. Will they get OBJ? I don't know. Latest reports are coming out is that he's Seattle was the team of his choice. Seattle or the Saints. So we'll just gotta see. Well, anyways, man, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel with this loss. Also in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the One Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. Who that? I'm out.